Well, good evening, guys. How you doing? Got off to a strange little start tonight. Little technical difficulties with the sound, but I hope it's okay now. How's everybody? Rick Halber, Mad Kiwi, how you doing? Joe Jaybird, Drone Shots, Jody, good to see you. Tomas O'Sullivan, Rick Halber, AZ, Arizona Drone Dude is here, and Ray Kelly was here a little earlier, and good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Man, I'm not really this red in the face. I think I got my color balance adjusted just a little wrong here. And a tremendous sunburn. That doesn't look that bad. Look pretty, looks like I've been out in the sun. Mike, GFO drone and tech guy, how you doing? Good to see you. And I won't keep him waiting too long, but it looks like I got Chris Hope in the green room on his way home.
Hi,
Chris.
Actually, I'm home, been home, and now I'm in town, and I'm fixing to be out of pocket for the next 2 or 3 hours, so I wanted to get in early, say hello, and thank you, Mitch.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good to see you, man.
You too, buddy.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, hello, I can't chat, so.
Yeah, did you get your drone back together?
No, but I just got to spend an hour or so in the shop. I've got it all soldered back together. So
okay.
I got all that done. I just got to get back in the shop.
All right. I turn my headphone volume up here a little bit.
Life gets in the way, and you got to do other things first.
Yeah, tell me about it. Well, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it on Sunday night. We'll see if we can't get you ready to fly. How's that sound?
I should have it together by Sunday night.
Okay. Okay, good, good. Man, do I really look that sunburned?
You look like you're blushing.
Holy cow! Hold on a second, man. I gotta.
Art must have said something to make you
No,
blush a little bit.
Art's not here yet.
I beat Art. Oh my goodness.
He's not here yet because well, he on the weekday on Thursday he works. So let's see what this does. Just
Hey
brighten
Rick,
me up a little bit,
Captain
a little
Ray,
less, little
Ray
less.
Bird.
Yeah, that's better. I think that's a little better.
Hello, Ed.
Can you see the chat, Chris?
You know what? I figured out how I could see the chat in StreamYard. I can't type, but I can see it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is that new?
I guess there's a way. I don't do it when I'm on my cell. When I use my cell phone on StreamYard, I want to use as much of the screen as I can to see what's going on. It's hard to
Yeah.
it's hard to see the tiny in that tiny little screen when you're looking at 6 different people sometimes. But
Yeah. It
Ed,
gets a little tongue tied.
yeah, Mike
Especially
Kelly's here, Copper State.
especially when you got old Ed in there.
Speaking of Ed, Ed's in here. Love my drones. Yeah, and all we need is Carlos, and we have a quorum. A slow start tonight. I was surprised. I was sitting here, and it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to the start, and I had like 2 people watching, and then it went down to one person, and I said, "Oh, the hell with this." I said, I wonder if somebody set off a nuclear bomb somewhere in the world. What the hell's going on? So I ran out. Honest to God, I ran out into the family room and turned the TV on to the news to see if I was missing something that was keeping everybody awake. And I said, well,
what's going on?
Yeah. So one channel had a Joe Biden commercial, got rid of that real quick. And the other channel, they were talking about some sports thing. So I figure, well, the world's not coming to an end. I better go back and start this live stream,
No, it just got cold for us, Mitch. It's been
cold. Oh, really?
Tuesday morning, yeah. It's been north wind blowing and rain until today. And today I think it's 51 when I cut the truck off. That's cold for us.
Oh, I see. Everybody's telling me everybody and their brother is live streaming right now. Coast to Coast has a show on now with the lad who bought the Mini 2 in Best Buy.
Good for him. That guy went from, I looked at his stuff today, Mitch, and he had over 1,000 subscribers. And when he started,
yeah, I know. It ain't right. Look, it's not right, man. I've been slaving away for 2 goddamn years to get 1,000 subscribers, and this guy comes in and manages to somehow get a setup from Best Buy.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah. But you know what? Let's see what else he's got after this.
Well, if they come out with a new, I bet he starts frequenting Best Buy quite a bit, checking on new drones.
Yeah, let's see what else he's got to show us after this one lucky thing. Has he got any follow through whatsoever? So who else has got live streams? They said 3 other live streams going. Let me see if I can see who's live streams. But in the meantime, in order to liven up my live stream, I will bring in the I don't want to call them the Two Stooges, but came to mind.
I heard
one Stooge.
I heard Curly laugh.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good afternoon.
So let's see who's got a live stream going on here. Let's get into YouTube on my cell phone.
How are you, Chris? Why do you have
there may be a live stream,
dude?
Maybe a live stream on that I want to watch more than my own show here. So yeah,
this old boy got cold. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Let's see who's doing drone therapy's doing a special edition. It's got 11 people watching.
Mute your mic next time, Ed.
Yeah, mute that mic.
All right, so we've got Bill at Coast to Coast got 11 people watching. Let's see who else is doing a live stream. That's the only live stream I see on my subscriptions. Who else was it, guys?
See, Sean Geeks Bonus got one right now.
What about the Mavic Mini 2?
I would assume he's going to talk about it.
Mavic
He's talking FPV tonight, though.
Hey, Ed, can you do me a favor, Ed? Send me a message on Messenger. I have a new phone, and it's all discombobulated. I can't figure this stuff out.
Discombobulated?
Yes. It's a pain in the ass. Just
So,
say test something. And Prick's Nest, I need an invite to all the other ones.
What, is your name changed or something?
When I did it, it was a while ago. I'm not sure if I did the right. It's telling me Messenger Lite and Messenger this, and I hate.
I solved that problem today.
Yeah, you just stay away from it.
I know I did. I solved that problem. Agent Case here. How you doing, Agent Case? Let me tell you how I solved all of that problem today. This morning, I went in and completely deleted my Facebook account, my Twitter account, and my Instagram account. Gone.
Did you really?
Wiped out. And the message said, if you delete this account, you can probably recover it within 30 days. I said no. Bill Metrodrones, man. Hey, happy Thursday, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. $20 super chat. Very generous of you, Bill. Thank you.
Can't beat old Bill the stick, Mitch.
Bill is always very generous.
Yeah, big supporter. Appreciate that.
Good dude.
Anyway, after and I can't help it. I hate to get into politics, but I can't help it because that's all there is these days. Honest to God, you can't live, you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't open your eyes or your ears without the absolute moronic ignorance of the human of what makes up the human race in at least half of this country. It is so thoroughly disgusting. And I watched a little of the Senate hearings with those three ass clowns who run Google.
That guy
Facebook
looks like a homeless.
and Twitter.
He looks like a homeless Amish
with
dude.
the damn ring in his nose and all that other shit. And after I watched the three of those ass clowns, excuse my French, traitorous, seditious son of a bitches, okay, that in any other country in the world would be in jail for treason for what they're doing. After I watched that, and I'm sorry if I get on a rant here tonight, but my whole week's been one rant. It has been an absolute rant, and basically, I decided, and it's only by the skin of my teeth that I actually stayed with YouTube. Okay, and didn't delete all that, and then issue a farewell to all my new friends here on YouTube, and see you in the chat in somebody else's chats. Chris, lost your audio, buddy.
You muted it on purpose. Maybe you got a phone call.
I guess he's going. Man. All right, I'll see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. All right, where was I? I was ranting. So
YouTube, almost getting rid of YouTube.
If it wasn't for the fact that I can still watch as many of the conservative things as I can on YouTube, like Dan Bongino and those guys. If the fact that they haven't wiped them out,
yep,
I would be gone from that too. But I've decided that not that Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of those things were making any money from me, because they weren't. Not that I was at all active. I wasn't. But I still got notifications, and I still was subject to bullshit ads and crap that they keep putting out. I just had enough of it. So I said, you know what? I don't need to be on Facebook. I don't need Twitter.
I never tweeted.
What I thought was funny was I went and saw, I don't go there very often anymore, Canadian Drone Hub. He monetized, so you get commercials at the beginning. And, Roger's kind of like lefty.
Yeah.
And, he lives in Canada, so
I know. They're
socialist country anyway.
Yeah, I was just going to say socialist.
So I thought was so funny, though, there were 2 back-to-back Trump commercials.
Good for him.
Of course, I had to watch them all the way through,
That's another thing. That's another thing about YouTube.
Zombie Trump commercial.
Yeah. Another thing about YouTube is the ads now are
For a video game.
unbearable. No, I mean the mid-roll ads. You can't control it, and because of that, even though I have a monetized channel, I don't monetize any of these live streams anymore. Simply because who the hell would want to watch a replay of a live stream where every 3 minutes they got to watch 2 friggin' commercials?
Right.
Now I don't know if they play the commercials on a non-monetized channel. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but they're getting unbearable. These people, their greed is beyond belief. They make way more money than they have any right to make. And you know, they get 30% of every dime that comes through Google to any of us right off the top. And that's not enough. That's not enough. So I've had it with them, and I decided that I've always hated.
To me, the only thing about YouTube that I love is hanging out with fellas like you.
That's
That's what makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, for me, but that's why I haven't actually given it up yet, or decided not to participate anymore. And we'll see if this country of ours comes out, returns from the Superman bizarro world of upside down everything, because it is everything is absolutely
what's right is wrong, and what's
upside
wrong is right.
down. It is absolutely upside down. When the governor of New York goes on The View with those communists and says that Trump is responsible for the coronavirus, it didn't come from China, he lied, it came from New York and it's all his fault. It came from Europe and it's all his fault. When a governor of New York, the same governor who thanked Trump profusely for all the help and cooperation that he got, and all the how wonderful, and to Trump's credit, at one of his rallies in Tampa today, he played a huge video on a big screen TV of all of these liberal governors thanking him for all the help that he gave them. Right after Cuomo goes on. Cuomo, the guy who's killed more people in nursing homes single-handedly than Nurse Ratched ever could have dreamt of.
Well, I mean, like, how many in the nursing homes died in New York because they keep saying 220,000 deaths in the United States because of Trump.
Yeah, that's what they keep. Yeah, they keep saying. And I mean, I'm so tired. I am so tired.
You know what I hate about Governor Cuomo is he's blaming Trump for New York's downfall because he closed New York City. Nobody's on the trains. Nobody's spending money. Nobody's in Manhattan. All their revenue is shot. So now they're going to. Well, what I'm saying is he brought it upon himself. Yeah. He brought it upon himself, and now he's blaming Trump because he's not bailing him out.
Does anybody believe? Obviously, half of this country actually believes that stuff.
You know what it is? I think they're blinded because they hate Trump so much that they'll believe anything.
Why?
Because they hate him so much. That's it.
Why would they hate him so much? As far as I can see, he hasn't done anything to hurt any of them. Everything he's done has helped everybody in this country.
Not if you listen to CNN and MSNBC.
Well, who listens to those communists?
A big majority of people. Doesn't your cigar guy play that 24/7? Right.
Well, he's a Canadian.
But that's what I mean. So there's people out there.
He's a Canadian who hates America. He hates America, yet he's got a condo on the beach down here and a cigar shop.
Listen, I had a client tell me,
but he hates America, and I tell him, I say, go to hell back to Canada, will you? I got nothing against Canadians, but don't come to my country and tell me what's wrong.
Tell me that Trump is a racist. I said, tell me, what did he say that's racist? Just tell me. And they can't come up with anything.
You can't argue with these people. No, I refuse to get into a debate with a brainwashed liberal who thinks that Leslie Stahl is the smartest person on the planet Earth.
Or what's that other stupid?
You know who really bugs me is the guy on the Five, Juan something or other.
Oh, Juan Williams, man, that guy they got
drives
him
me nuts. I would love to.
They have him there. They have him there. He can't.
No problem.
Yeah, I know. And he can't even believe half of the crap. I mean, he knows that half of the crap he says, he's there as an instigator. I mean, that's what he's there for.
Like the other lady.
He's there. He's there so that the Donna people
Brazil,
in the audience.
Is that her name?
Brazil? Donna Brazil, another one.
She's the other one.
But
my favorite is Tucker
enough,
Carlson and what's her name? What's the pretty one at 10 o'clock, Ed? Perot, something like that. I don't know what her name is. What's her name, Ed?
Yeah.
Laura Ingraham.
Is it Ingram? Yeah, the Ingram angle, but there's another one.
Ingram is good.
You're thinking about Dana Perino.
That's the one, Perino. Her too.
On the 5, yeah.
Yeah.
She's cute as a butt.
If you
Fox
like that
always
in a
had
woman.
Fox always has hot women on. I mean, and with legs, and they always put the legs on the end
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the legs. I mean, I admire that about Fox. You know, they're marketing people. They know what they're doing.
Well, Fox has foxes on it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's the Fox network. But God, what's wrong with this country? What's wrong with? And in what sane world could there even be a doubt as to who would win this next election with what everybody knows now, or
you know
half the people know?
But they're not. Yeah, they're not putting it out in the public.
No, they don't get it.
What's his name?
They don't get it.
Babaluski or Babuski, whatever his name is. That guy.
Bobolinsky. Yeah, Bobolinsky. Tony Bobolinsky sounds like a real.
Well, the Bobolinsky part, I don't know. Tony, maybe.
Yo, Tony
I
Two Toes.
I would have made a fun of that kid in school all day with that name.
Oh man, they have so much evidence on those guys, but it's all Russian disinformation. Everybody knows that. Yeah, the Russians did it all. Yeah. Ray Kelly says he was on a Zoom call with President Trump and his congressman, Lee Zeldin, this morning. Wow. How many people were on the call, Ray? It's interesting.
What happened?
That's impressive.
Ray Kelly, yeah. Said he was on a Zoom call with President Trump and Lee Zeldin. Yeah.
I hope, did he screen, record that? Come on. That's
I thought I saw Ray live somewhere the other day, and he had a shirt on that was pretty cool, and it was law enforcement for Trump or something like that.
Hot Rod, you're right about the mainstream media. They're not even journalists anymore. They're full-time liberal activists. They have no allegiance to or desire to actually do any reporting whatsoever. They take their marching orders every morning from the DNC, who sends them a fax. These are the talking points. They all, when you go from station, you've seen these montages that people put together. They put together a montage and they all use exactly the same words. And they've been doing it. Listen, they've been doing that since the days of gravitas. Remember that when that word gravitas came out years ago? What is this, back in the Clinton days or the Obama days? And anyway, somebody in who wrote up the talking points came out with the word gravitas, and virtually 30 different newscasters all used the word gravitas in their news report on the same day, who had never said the word before. What does that tell you?
Monkey see, monkey
do. It's also crooked. But I must have offended a few people, because I have 3 thumbs downs now.
Already?
I had one thumbs down before at 4:00 this afternoon when I put the video up. I already had a thumbs down.
But Mitch, I noticed one stream you had 7 thumbs down.
Yeah.
In the middle of the stream. I was like, damn, I only gave him 1. How did he get the other one?
This stream, since this stream is not for children, and I watch a lot of other streams, including Ken Dono, whose language, is not the cleanest, and they don't seem to throw him off. If any children are listening right now, kindly cover their ears or take them into the next room.
Beat it, kids. Go.
But to the 3 people who felt it was necessary to give this channel a thumbs down, and I think it's probably because you're on, Ed. I can't imagine it would be me.
It probably is.
It could be me too. I'm loved out there.
But to those 3 people, you have 2 choices, my friend. Number 1, don't watch.
Right.
If you don't like it, don't watch. Okay? How simple is that? You know, if you don't love it, leave it. Why would you want to watch something you disapprove of? And if you feel like you must watch, then go fuck yourself.
I like that ending.
That's how I felt all day, guys.
And
everybody I see, I just want to say, hey, go fuck yourself.
That was good, man. I like
that. Some people go
now
on
4, now 5. Now you guys are doing it. Now you guys are just doing it on purpose. Now you guys are just ribbing.
Some think that's good for the
algorithm.
You know what? I'm going to give myself a thumbs down. Now it's 6. Okay, I don't even like myself. How's that?
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Fuck me.
Fuck me.
Algorithms. Yeah, it's bullshit too.
Yeah. Oh, now it's down. Now it's to 10. So I better. So somebody's really having fun. I got 8 now. Now it's down to 8. Wow.
Oh yeah, 8. Wow.
7. Okay, all the guys have decided maybe they don't want me to. They don't want to give me thumbs up.
Nothing with you, man.
I better give myself a thumbs up too. There we go.
I was going to say I smell a drone worship in the house. He's known for doing that.
He was back in. Didn't I see one of his posts that he was in a hospital bed again today, or was that yesterday? Yes. Saying, "Here we go," or "Let's go, yeah. Let's do this."
Well, I think he had another surgery to do.
Yeah,
but he's looking so much better. I mean,
well, he's lost a lot of weight. He does look healthier. Well, you know, getting laid will do that for you. You know, he's got a girlfriend now, so that helps.
Right.
He's got to be happier. I guess.
Might be Mary. Hey, Ed. No, never mind. So, any drone flying for you, Mr. Mitch?
No, it's been too. It's been windy and very wet out at the park. I mean, really wet.
Yeah, today was wet. Not good.
All right, so I wanted to make some, besides my little political rant, to get that off my chest today. And obviously, with 8 thumbs downs, I must have some people here that disagree with me, and
but that's okay.
If that's the case, if they really disagree with me that much, go away.
Sorry,
I already told you.
That's because they're commie bastards.
Yeah, you just can't fix stupid. You know, some people just don't want to know. They don't want to know the truth. They only watch the things that that reinforce their delusions, and you know,
stupidity. Yep.
And the human race is absolutely full of that. But you know, I watch Bruce X-Jet, the guy in New Zealand who goes round and round with the CAA over there. You ever seen some with the? Yeah, I watch his stuff, and that just pisses me off so bad because these dumbass. Well, but it's just an ongoing thing. These people are just petty bureaucrats that don't know anything, and they get a little power, like the bro that works at the driver's license bureau. They get a little bit of power, and it goes to their head.
Oh yeah,
and they get paid big government salaries and big government retirements, and the whole purpose of their job is to screw with people who are producing something in this country and actually doing something. I've put up with these clowns my whole entire life.
Yeah,
in all businesses and now I got to put up with them in my hobby too.
Yeah, really.
You know, with all this new FAA bullshit. These people, there's no reason. There's what kind of harm can you and Paulie have flying a friggin' Tinyhawk 2 in a park?
I know.
What kind of danger and damage would require the level of regulation that these people are proposing, and enforcement and penalties and all that? It's absurd.
Yeah,
absolutely absurd. But it is why we got to stop electing people who let government go in this direction.
Because some people want government to be their nanny.
Well, that's fine if they want the government to take care of them. Fine, but leave me alone. You know, let me have a life, man. The government. I had a cigar company. Government put me out of business. Obama put me out of business in the cigar business because they turned the regulation of the cigar industry over to the FDA, and cigars are now treated like drugs instead of just the ATF, like who used to regulate it. And they made so many stupid rules that it was way too expensive to even risk not complying with, that I had to get out of that business. I mean, friggin' government, God, I just can't take it. I deal with them in the work that I do every day. I do graphics work, and
that is why Trump has so much opposition. It's from the deep state and those that are afraid of less government.
Of course, these people don't want to give up this little empire fiefdom that they have, and with the big retirements and all that other stuff, and the big healthcare and the big retirements. They don't want to give that up. They're fighting to the death. But Jesus, the conspiracy that they have going on with Twitter and Facebook and Google and the media and all of these people is absolutely incredible. Incredible. And the violence, and then they have the balls to turn around and blame this violence on Trump and the Republicans. Jesus Christ. And people believe that shit. That's what bothers me so much.
I mean, it's just like in Philadelphia or wherever it is.
I'm going shopping tomorrow in Philadelphia.
The guy is coming at the cops with a knife, so they shoot him. I mean,
but they can't. Not allowed to. They have to stand there and allow the cop and they have to allow the guy to stab him because he's black.
No, you know what I like is they want the cop to shoot him in the leg.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
What happens if you miss? Basic law, man.
No, you always shoot for the big mass. I mean, come on.
Center body mass.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who was saying that in Long Island a little while ago, some cop shot a white dude and killed him, but you didn't hear about it. It's not important.
But
it's only if it's a black guy.
Yeah. You're allowed to shoot white people.
Right.
Because white people are the enemy in this country and responsible for all bad things.
Yep.
Especially white men. White women are probably okay, but white men are bad.
Ray Kelly is pushing for a date on a Florida meetup.
Yep. Are those storms already done? Are the storms, Zeta, and you guys expecting any more?
That storm it's heading up through.
Yeah, it's come by us already.
It's heading up through the east now. It's past it. I think it's past Georgia already. It's moving out. It's going like 35 miles an hour, man.
No more storms headed your way?
Moving.
Florida has gotten a breather for a change.
This year we did, but it's not over yet, man. We still got some time.
That's true, but Louisiana has been nailed, man.
Beat up.
Hey, Michael Blade, how you doing? Who else?
Also,
Steve Mack is here. Everybody.
Yeah.
Drone Pool.
Steve Mack, yep.
Dan is here, Drone Pool, and Four-Eyed Canine. How you doing? You guys all come in here and listen to me rant. You know, I'm just too old to put up with this bullshit anymore. I don't have the temperament for it. I've seen a lifetime of this crap of lying politicians and people using other people, destroying other people's lives for their own personal gain.
You know what,
including my own life that was destroyed by politicians for their personal gain. So, I look at this from that side of it too. Maybe that's why I can't tolerate it.
They've messed with your livelihood.
Oh, even way back when I was in the computer business, I had some crooked politician who had a friend in the computer business that pulled all kinds of political strings to try to steal my business for a guy that had no business being in this, in doing what I was doing. And then the asshole ran for school board, became the school board chairman, and screwed me up to the nth degree.
What did they give the deal to someone else?
Well, he kept wanting to steer the deal to his buddy who had a company that did simulations, tank simulations. They weren't in the network computer business. They were, but this guy told the politician probably he'd make a partner out of him if they got the many millions of dollar contract that I had. And they worked for years to try to get me out. I fought him, but it turned out it's what forced me to join forces with Compaq Computers in the first place in order to fend off that. And the move to join Compaq Computers eventually is what ruined my business when they were bought by Hewlett Packard. So this particular politician, the butterfly effect, he started the chain of events that eventually ruined me. And not only was he a crooked politician, but he was a realtor also. I don't know how many of you guys have had any honorable dealings with realtors, but I haven't. So I don't like them either. They're one step above used car salesmen and lawyers as far as I'm concerned. They are people who want to stick their hand in your pocket, take a chunk of your money for doing little or no work. Is what.
Here's what drives me crazy, and this is what scares
God,
me.
I just hate everybody, don't I?
What? I'm not interrupting.
Oh man. I got 9 thumbs down. Can I see 10? Do I hear 10?
Now, this is what drives me crazy is because I got into politics and started voting when I was like, I don't know, 25, maybe even 30. Because
I got 10 thumbs down. Thank you.
I didn't know crap. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't know crap. And now they've got all these college kids that have been brain fed this crap from liberal professors and stuff like that, and they're urging them all to vote. None of them know crap about how the real world works. They think of this utopia, oh yeah, let's tax the rich and whatever.
No,
the fact of the matter is they don't realize that the rich people is what employs electricians and plumbers and
fish tank cleaners.
Tank cleaners.
You know what? If you took every cent away from every billionaire in this country, just left them poor out on the side of the road and homeless, you'd probably get enough money to run the whole country for about 8 hours.
Yeah, what we produce and what the budget is, it's not even close. GDP is that the term is,
it's just stupid, and you're right. It is indoctrination, and I know that because if you ever talk to most teachers are liberals because they're all members of the teachers union. They're horrible. They're horrible. They the ones that I've met. I know that when I was dating after I got divorced, I wouldn't even date a school teacher because I couldn't stand talking to her. The liberal crap they come up with, but it's not their fault. They weren't born this way. They're indoctrinated. And, one of the things that Trump says at his rallies is that's one of the things they want to stop is this liberal Pravda-like indoctrination of kids in schools today. I know my grandson, he was like 8 years old. I went to pick him up at school one day and he starts giving me a lecture on global warming.
Oh,
He's out on the ride home in the car. My 8-year-old grandson's telling me about global warming. I said to him, I did. I said to him, and this is why you can't challenge a liberal because they all think like 8-year-olds think, even if they're older. Because I said to him, who told you that? Who told you about global warming? Oh, my teacher told me. I said, well, it's not, all the stuff that she tells you is not true. And the 8-year-old kid said to me, she told me you would say that, and she told me not to listen to you.
Yep.
Nah, yeah. How do you deal with that? She told me not to listen. She told me you would say that. So they set these kids up. Now your parents are going to tell you that what I'm teaching you is not true, but your parents are the enemies. Your parents are really the evil ones.
That's how they start with the kids. That's what Hitler did.
That's what they do with these kids. You know who else used to do that with kids? The Hitler Youth Movement used to do that with kids and had the kids turning their parents into the government.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, keep it up, America. That's where we'll be.
They may not go to the same extreme, but they're going to teach them how to think, how to vote.
Elect Kamala Harris as president and put AOC in charge of gun control and let's see how fast we don't become that. We don't.
No, Americans will not allow that to happen. I don't see that.
They won't.
I don't think so.
Look at what they've allowed so far, Carlos.
Yeah, because
look how close we are.
It hasn't affected their living room yet, but once it's almost there, it's like almost knocking at your door.
By the time these people wake up, it's over.
Well, it's cool. That's what the silent majority with all the politically correct stuff. I can't say something against anything that I believe.
No, you get the cancel culture. Man. You're not allowed to say anything.
I want to have a straight day parade, and that would be considered hate speech.
Or a white Miss America pageant. How about that?
Or just I don't know, a white day parade or whatever.
How about a white anything? I mean, whatever they have, they have black.
Even straight, straight.
Black history. Wait a minute. How about they have Black History Month? Now, I'm not prejudiced at all. Interestingly enough, the people who protest of this crap are not really racists. I don't give a damn what color somebody is. I care who he is. I care about his what he believes, and I care about it whether he's a decent and honest person or whether he's a thief that wants to stick a knife in my back. I'm allowed to care about that, aren't I? Regardless of whether the guy's white, green, or purple.
Yep.
I mean, some white guy with a knife, I have as much disdain for him as I would a black guy with a knife. What difference does it make what color his skin is?
And I'm just as likely to shoot his ass as the black guy.
You're damn right. Maybe even more likely. Some of these kids today, but
I don't know. It's sad.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, and surely we're not the only ones having this conversation, but we probably are the only ones having this conversation with 10 thumbs down. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I got 18 thumbs up and 10 thumbs down. Now, if the election plays out at that ratio,
we're doing okay.
We're okay. We'll be doing okay.
Hey, I like that.
We'll be doing okay. But you got to factor into the fact that most of the people in our community are smarter than most of these morons that have Biden signs in their front lawn.
For some reason, people don't think on YouTube you should discuss politics. Like, why not?
Well, are you kidding? That half of YouTube is politics. The biggest number of view getters on YouTube's, except for the hot looking chicks, are the morons. Hot looking moron chicks are the political guys. Guys like Bongino and the Fox News clips on YouTube get big views. Rick Halbert loves me. Thank you, Rick. We love you too.
Michael McReynolds just joined you.
Hey, Michael, how you doing? Yeah, this is. I knew this was going to be a strange show. I knew one of two things was going to happen tonight. I was basically just going to say, "Fuck everybody" and hit the end broadcast button.
I think Mitch woke up on some side of the bed today, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it's been one of those days. I mean, right now, this close to the election, Carlos. You can't even leave the house without running into
idiots.
Yeah, just for me to drive out of my community, I got to drive past 3 Biden for president signs and a dump Trump flag.
And a dump Trump, huh?
Are there any Trump or Trump things going on?
The rest of them, everybody else has a Trump sign in their yard.
Oh,
but there are three people. One of them, wait. One of them is a retired teacher.
And she's the Biden lady.
Of course. And then the other ones are transplants from up north, some New York or Connecticut or those people. They all come down here and bring their Biden signs with them.
All right. Well, here in St. Augustine, I noticed it the other day is Riberia Street, kind of downtown St. Augustine. They call it Lincolnville. And it's, more black. and you see a lot more Biden signs there. But there was one got a big Trump sign. It says "Blacks for Trump," and all that. And I'm like, yeah, baby. I'm like,
well, there are people in the black community that are finally beginning to get the truth out to those people. That it has always been the Republicans that were on the side of the minorities and the Democrats that are the racists.
And another thing is that the lowest unemployment for both blacks and Hispanics under Trump.
Look, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. He freed the slaves. How much? What else do you need to say? And all of the KKK members and Planned Parenthood and all those, they're all Democrats.
Killing black babies, but people don't hear that.
But what they do is, you see, the Democrats for years and years and years have outsmarted the Republicans because they play out of a playbook entitled "Rules for Radicals" by Saul Alinsky, who happened to be a friend of Hillary Clinton's too, by the way. Saul Alinsky did. And he wrote this book called "Rules for Radicals."
She idolized him, actually.
Anybody that can read this book will be able to understand the tactics they use. And one of the main fundamental rules they have is whatever you are that's bad, just blame the other guy. Transfer everything wrong with you to the other guy and just keep shouting about it until everybody starts believing it. So that's where this "call everybody a racist" nonsense came from. Look, they did it with the Russians. The Democrats and Clinton and all them were the ones colluding with the Russians. So they used that rule from the rule book, which said, accuse the other guy of colluding with the Russians. And look what they got that shit all the way to a friggin' impeachment. In what country where there's any intelligence at all can that be allowed to happen, where you got a guy like Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler and those and clowns Pelosi getting on news media totally complicit with this bullshit story of Trump's a Russian agent? In what country can that actually get far enough to impeach a president? That's what scares me. What scares me is how close these people came and how close they are now in taking over. And the alarmists, people, they're calling the Republicans alarmists because what happens if they were to take the House and the Senate now and pack the court and do all that other stuff and take away the filibuster and all the things that they would do in a hot New York second. It is scary. And
what I tell you is scary is because if they push it too far, there will be a rebellion.
Well, and that's the danger they run. They have to know just how far to push it. Now, if I owned the New York Times, okay, if I owned the New York Times or CNN, those are or the Washington Post right now, and I had my head out of my ass enough to actually look around and see what's going on, I would be putting the biggest apology out there that ever lived to the American people. I would be coming out and I would be saying, we are so, they had us fooled. This is how I would say it. If I was CNN, I would say, I can't believe, we actually believed all the bullshit that the Democrats fed us. And for that, we apologize. But we now know what the real truth is. And from here on out, we're going to tell you the real truth. And they should start telling the real truth.
Well, I mean,
and it would take them.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it would take them 6 months to get enough of their credibility back to stay in business, because they can't be in business without a scandal like impeachment or that kind of stuff, to sensational news for Moscow Rachel and the rest of them to come on there every day.
Madcow, that's the name.
Rachel Madcow. Yeah, if if, they need sensation, they need impeachment, they need something to rile up their viewers where they can lead them to believe that we're going to win, we're going to get rid of them. Without that, what future do any of these networks have? Who's going to be buying ads on CNN?
They're already losing revenue now.
Unless they start doing journalism again.
There's YouTubers that get more views than CNN. Seriously.
Yeah, they need to do journalism again. They need to be on the real story, even though it's against Democrats.
You don't think people like to hear fantasy?
Or they're gone.
You don't think people just like, and they're pacified listening to fantasy, with the news, that they don't really care? I'm convinced people just don't care. I'm also convinced people hate Trump so much that they'll vote for Biden, even if he killed his grandmother tomorrow. And
some
they had an
people
email about it.
But obviously, more people than not don't hate him. They love him, as evidenced by the turnouts at his rallies. And I always said, I think, I told you this before.
Trump,
but all this bullshit. Yeah, all this bullshit aside, I think this election's going to be a rout. I think it's going to be an absolute rout. I think the numbers are going to shock everybody. I think 2016, the shock that they had on 2016 is going to pale in comparison to what happens this time. The only thing I fear is that they're going to have enough fraud and bullshit to put some down in it, and we're going to end up waiting for the next, like Ray just said, it's going to take four. We're going to have this crap for the next 4 years. Hopefully, here's the key. First of all, we got the Supreme Court now, so it's a 5-4 court, right? Anybody think it's a 6-3 court? Does anybody think it's a 6-3 court?
No.
Does anybody think Roberts is not a liberal?
No, Roberts is a lib.
Or else they got enough dirty pictures on Roberts that he's in their pocket. Or they got one of his children tied up in a basement somewhere. Does anybody actually believe that this guy is a conservative?
I don't know. I'm out to lunch on Roberts.
This is what drives me nuts, Mitch and Ed. Why do we still do business with China? Why are things still made in China? We don't have
because they make drones. That answer is easy. They make drones. That's why. Why the hell else do we do business with China? So YouTube can go friggin' nuts because DJI comes out with a new product every 6 months.
Well, I don't care about.
And the excuse for YouTube channels to live. How many YouTube channels do we know? If it wasn't for breaking news, DJI has a new drone, they would have nothing to talk about.
Look what my wonderful son just brought me.
I don't know,
God.
I mean, there's plenty of things I get from China that I love.
No, seriously, we have to stop giving. We hate China. China gave all this coronavirus, and yet we're doing business with them. Come on.
Well, we do business with it. That's what I told you. If they got something you want, you overlook a lot.
I understand cheap labor, but that's why America.
No, it's if it wasn't China, it'd be Japan. Remember, it used to be Japan. Everything was made in Japan.
China or Taiwan, made in Taiwan too.
Yeah, Taiwan.
What do they say? Most 3 words written on anything. People thought it was "I love you." It's made in China.
There are people.
But the products, but they make good. They do make good, good quality products in China. The Chinese stuff is not junk anymore. I mean, their electronic stuff is as good as anything.
You know why? Because they're short and they can get closer to the things they're working on.
That's pretty racist of you to say that.
I know, Ed.
Damn.
Racist, Ed. Can you have that, Ed? Mitch, you have that one, right?
Let's see if we get a few more thumbs down after that one.
Yeah. Ray Kelly said, who was it said? Michael Morris. Somebody just said, wait till you see the looting. And of course, that's what the Democrats are, thugs. That's all they got. You know what?
Some people are leaving, they say, because we're not.
Yeah, the same people that have left the last time, they're still here.
Who's leaving what?
The Hollywood set. Leaving the country. I'm leaving America if he gets reelected. Go to Canada. They'll love you in Canada.
No, I'm talking leaving the stream because we're not talking about drones.
Oh, really? Who was that?
Michael McReynolds, a couple of
Sorry,
people.
Michael.
Michael.
Speaking of that, I wanted to talk to you about. Let's change the subject
the
here.
1 hour, 2
Speaking
hour?
of drones. No, not just that, but I think if I continue to do this thing on Thursday, I'm going to just, if I want to turn it into another workshop, FPV workshop, instead of just another conversation. You know what I mean?
Well, at least something with a
we can still, we can still have conversations, but my niche in YouTube is not a panel talk.
It's not politics
conversation
rants.
Type thing. There's 100 of them. There's no shortage of live streams with panels where everybody comes on and just talks. And that's not what I want. It's not really what I want to do. You know, if I'm going to rant, how did you get 10 thumbs down as a question, Bob Casey? Well, I told all the Democrats to go fuck themselves, Bob. I think that probably is what did it. You think that might have done it?
It may not be Democrats only. Just be anti-politic people.
Yeah, I you missed it. I was on a little bit of a rant earlier, and I was actually begging for people to hit thumbs down, so they did.
But you can always replay it.
Yeah, if I don't just delete this whole stream anyway, because so far. Oh man, here's somebody that'll enjoy it. Yeah. Hey, Art, rant. Here comes our resident Democrat, Art Carlson, the Juan Williams of Mitch's Thursday Night Show.
Yeah, just scroll right through me, get past me, and then go on to the. That's why.
Hi, Art. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. When I watch the 5 and they go to Juan Williams, I go.
Yeah, I turn him off. I can't take that guy. That ingrateful piece of shit.
Yeah.
When he got fired from NPR, because they said he was too conservative. Remember that?
Yeah.
Is
he
that
was
where
on
he comes
NPR, and he was on liberal NPR, and because he actually did a guest spot on Fox now and then. They fired him. So poor Juan Williams was fired by the people he loved so much, and Fox gives him a job. And what does he do? Like the New Yorkers that moved to Florida, he brings his crap with him and ruins where he goes. So that's why I can't watch.
But they want him in there.
You know who Juan is, don't you?
They want him to be there as the opposing knucklehead, right? There's
always Juan is the Ed of their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Art. I join you in the Halloween spirit. What do you think?
Oh, hey, that's cool. Yeah.
All right.
I
knew this show tonight was going to either last 5 minutes or I was ready to. I had a thumbs down 2 hours before the show started. I already had a thumbs down. That pissed me off to start with. I mean, I try to make light of it, but who the hell?
That means
who the hell?
You made it, Mitch. You made it.
You know what? Who the hell? I don't want or need at this age and at this stage in my life to be criticized by anybody. You know, basically, if you don't like me, don't go away. I don't want anything from you. I don't need anything from you. I don't want you to watch me. If you don't like me, avoid me. Vote with your feet. That's what I do. I have never in my life I haven't given anybody a thumbs down on anything.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I just don't watch it. You know?
I think I've done it once.
I give Ed
you know what? I'm the same way, Mitch. I don't do that. It's if I don't like it, I just don't watch them. You know, I mean, I'm not a douchebag going around. I'm gonna give him thumbs down.
You know, you don't hear me criticizing other guys' channels.
Yeah.
I might generalize about the types of channels there are. You know, the drone reviewers for money set. You know, I might dislike some of those, and I don't watch them.
Yeah.
It took me a while to learn, but there's a lot of guys out there who are in cahoots with Banggood and the Chinese, and they send them everything for free. And these guys know that if they don't generate a number of clicks and purchases, that the Banggood will stop sending them free stuff. Mm-hmm. You know that Banggood keeps track of every click they get from these people. Yeah. So you know that the guy's not going to be an honest reviewer, because if he would, they can't all be the drone of the year. Sorry.
Oh, they all can't be the best, right?
The best. They can't all be take my money, please. They just can't. Not based on my experience. Some of them just don't work real good, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
know that
suggestion from Hot Rod. He said, "Old guy in a drone. Just keep in mind your workshop can be more than just the drone stuff of the hobby. A big need around using the software to edit, and that's like Jim's channel and the other devices used.
Yeah, Hot Rod. That's true, but that's not my thing. When it comes to I can edit, but I don't want to teach editing, and there's so many other people doing that. But there are little or no people that do what we do here on the workshop, one-on-one with somebody helping.
I want to add even more to that,
and that's
nobody who does it that has accessibility to get an answer as easy as they can here. Like, you know, the big channels where you have to super chat to get somebody's attention. The chat's going 300 or 400 miles an hour because it's just so many people here. Yeah, you don't have that.
Absolutely.
No, and I do this.
That's what differentiates this channel, just for the record.
I'm not doing this for the money. You know, I'm not doing this for the money. There's no money in it. In fact, it ends up costing.
It costs you money.
By the time you end up with buying all the equipment you need and the time and the energy you put into it.
Time is money.
I'm doing it because it's fun. It's fun, and I've always liked to teach. Always have. It makes me proud. It makes me feel good when I can help somebody like that. Yep. And actually, it's all ego, you know, because if I do that, then everybody thinks I'm a genius, and then I feel good. Because I
think it's also a stage in a man's life at the end when they want to.
Whoa! At the end.
Not the end, but the last.
Oh, Carlos. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to roll over and die now. So
you're going to outlast.
Oh, Ken Hoffbauer just gave me a $5,000 super chat. Thank you. And Google thanks you for the $2,000 that they get out of it. Because God knows Google needs the money.
Well, you heard that I just got monetized, so I'm pretty
excited. Getting a dime from
me. What a colossal disappointment you're going to find out.
Yeah, right.
And not only that, but once you're monetized, Art, think about this. Everybody who watches your videos now has to suffer through those ridiculous ads. Not only at the beginning and the end, but the mid-roll ads too.
Yep.
I made the decision now that my new videos, I just don't monetize them anymore, because the 12 cents I might make is not enough to make me want to put my friends through that if they feel like they want to watch one of my videos.
And then you get $10.99 for that nonsense. It's not even worth that.
Yeah, if you make more than $600, you will, but you probably won't. Now you'll get super chats, Art. You'll get some super chats. There are people that'll support you with super chats. What'll happen is, in the beginning, you'll get a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Remember, Mikey from Philly, man. Mikey got like $300, $400 the first day he got super chats. And he went nuts. He thought, "Oh man, I can make a living like this." Well, that all petered out real quick, because nobody's going to give you $100 a day. You know.
Unless you're like Ken, you know, when Ray Bob was still with us. You know, he was shouting out.
I think a lot of that is
Hey,
They-
Art,
they-
you should check out Social Blade and see how much money they have you projected to make. They'll give
How
you an
much?
idea of what you can look into.
Yeah.
At this point, I got about
What you can look
$1.10
forward to.
every month.
Yeah, that's with me too, Carlos.
Well, here's
And you have a
what I
lot of
look at.
subscribers.
I look-
that.
I look at it this way. Just it keeps going into my PayPal account and it's building up, and then when it gets to a certain level, I'll go, all right, yeah, I think.
But it doesn't, Art.
think
It
the
doesn't
old
go into your
PC
PayPal. It doesn't go into your PayPal account. You have to go into AdSense,
Yeah,
create an AdSense account, and you have to give them bank information. And they transfer
Yeah.
it. If it's over $100, if it's not $100, they hold it till it gets to be over $100.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The best way, look, if you want the best way to get donations and you don't even have to wait to be monetized, just put a link to a PayPal account in your description of your video.
Well, a lot of people who give super chats, believe it or not, are showing off.
I agree.
Not everybody. Not
You
everybody.
want to know?
but-
You want to
I mean-
know something, Mitch?
But they want
Yeah,
everybody.
real
They
quick.
want everybody to know that they're giving the super chat.
But not
No,
only
I
that,
get
but
that.
here's something that has happened that I've noticed on other channels where they're kind of in cahoots, where A will give B a super chat, B will give C a super chat, and C gives A, and then it kind of goes back and forth. So the same $5
Yeah,
is going
but-
back and forth.
I know,
think
it's not
but
the
you're
same-
saying-
but
I
it's
think
not-
it's to give an idea for the other
It's
people.
not the same, but it's not the same $5. The $5 turns into three and change.
No, I
because
understand,
Google
but
gets
what I'm
30% every
getting at
time.
is- I think they're just planting seeds to get other people to do it.
But
That's what I was
people
trying
want
to
I
get at.
don't-
recognition, that's all. And there's nothing
People
wrong with
want to
being
know,
recognized.
yeah. And another reason they give super chats is a lot of times it's the only way to get their. If they want to say something, it's the only way to get recognized.
yeah.
In other words, you go on to Joshua Bardwell's show, and you have a question you want to ask. He's not going to notice it if it's in the chat. The chat's going by. He's got 800 viewers.
Yeah.
watching. He's got twice what Ken Herron does. Imagine how fast his chat goes by.
Yeah.
So but he does look at the super chats.
Right.
Whoa! Speaking of super chats,
Four-eyed
four-eyed canine just showing off. Oh man, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Hey,
that. That's,
Tim.
that's wonderful of you. Well, I feel
wanna say hello
all that
to
shit I
Tim.
said before. Forget it. I didn't really mean it. I'm happy
Yeah.
now.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
Kelly.
Hey, Mitch, if I come to Florida, I'll swipe my ATM between your butt cheeks. I'll give you
Hey.
$20.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I would hate to have to do this for the. I would hate to have to do this for the money. The good news is I don't need. I'm not rich, but I have what I need. So, and at my age, I have no aspirations to start building empires anymore. I just want to fly and enjoy myself without somebody always criticizing the fact that I'm not making enough right turns. You know what I mean?
now it's left
I don't know anything about right
or
turns.
right turn. That's right.
Hey, Carlos, I was going to go out this morning, but it was too windy. I was going to go out this morning and fly a video that had nothing but right turns, and I was going to call it The Right Stuff.
There you go. I like that.
There you go.
Yeah, the right stuff.
I don't know. It's something I've always noticed when flying of other people's flights, left and right turns. I don't know.
Hey, Tim Robinson is here. Man, holy
hey,
cow. Tim Robinson, where you been, my friend? Haven't seen you in a long time. You don't have
I'm
to
just
know
going to say Thomas brought up a good point, and that is I have seen Bardwell respond to people that were just in regular chat. He's just more likely to notice if it's tied to a super chat.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that because he's an incredibly helpful guy. He'll answer you. If I had a question once and I emailed him and he answered me right away on the email. You don't have to pay him to help you. The problem is to get him to notice your
Yeah.
question during because he has a separate chat for his
Discord.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Oh, okay. Patreon. Okay.
Yeah, and he doesn't even get to them as often as he could, but he feels a certain obligation when somebody throws him $5 or $10 to read the question. And Ken Herron does the same thing. So if you want to make a comment on Ken Herron's show, and make sure Ken gets the attention, you throw $5 at him or $2 even.
Yeah.
and he always reads it, and that's a good purpose of super chats, I think. To people, people want to get a word across, want to become a part of the program, and maybe they want to support. Maybe they want to actually help support the guy because they appreciate what he's doing.
Oh, not only the support, it also gets your channel recognized. People will hear about it because you made a super chat, and people go, "Oh, yeah."
I think content is probably the best way to get your channel recognized. Content.
Well, I mean, it's just that too, but you got to think about different ways to network and market your channel. You know?
Yeah, and you're telling that to the guy that just canceled his Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account this morning.
Oh boy!
I did.
I just want to give my condolences to Tim Robinson. You just recently got married, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry, Tim. Sorry to hear that. Life changed a couple weeks ago. Happy as a pig in shed. Good for you, man. Good for you, Tim.
That's because he just got married. That's why.
we haven't seen much of Tim lately, but that's great. Glad to hear that. Ray Kelly. Now I'm a nobody, and Ken Heron showed my videos and always. Yeah, Ken is he's as approachable as anybody can be that has that many subscribers. Kelly also. Kelly, Ready Set Drones, great guy. Just I
never watched their stuff. Yeah, and I'm more likely now to watch.
Nothing that Kelly does would interest you at this point. Kelly does mainly GPS stuff.
No, he's been doing more FPV lately than GPS stuff. He's hooked, man. Kelly,
he was on Ken Dono's show, and that's all they were talking about.
They're all getting hooked on. They're all getting hooked. In fact, there are some people that have actually I've seen on YouTube of coming on and they're saying it was a Dan. I think Dan made the comment that or somebody that said that FPV will be the savior of the camera drone companies.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. Think about that because look at what DJI is. DJI is now it's in the works. Mm-hmm. An FPV drone. The drone, not just the camera and the goggles, but the whole drone, all done up in DJI fashion, where you don't have to know anything except.
No,
DJI doesn't make the drone yet. They make the camera and the air unit. Brian BMAC Ariel, I got to talk about super chats more often. Maybe I can.
I was just going to say
it's just monetized. Just us. You didn't notice that? I've been monetized for a year now, man, or almost a year. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
Oh,
hey, Mitch,
how you been, my friend?
You should get a PO box and put the just money straight into your PO box instead of giving 30%.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. You know,
sorry to cut you off, Art.
I'm not begging.
Okay,
Art, you're on.
Rick just said that Kelly also called him in the hospital, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no doubt, Rick. Well, everybody loves you, Rick. You know. Yeah. Rick's a fixture in this community. That's terrific.
Okay.
Just wish you'd feel better more often. That's all.
Yeah, really. Health. Ask you guys one more time, and maybe the guys in the chat. Do you think it's going to be dangerous to travel before and after the elections?
No, I think you just need to stay away from center cities. That's all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In big Democrat cities. Other than that, I don't think it's going to be unsafe to travel. I think
Chicago,
like on major highways. No, you don't think that
I don't think
go on the highways and turn into idiots?
I don't think so. I mean, there's not that many of them. How many basement dwellers do you think they have that are all ready to go out and in their pajamas? How many of these pajama boys are there that you think are all ready to go out rioting in the streets?
If there was a...
I don't want to run anybody over. That's my problem.
It's the same group.
You slow down and you just kind of move them aside as you go.
Yeah. Yeah, put a snowplow on the front, like the front of the locomotive.
Yeah.
A cow. Put a cow catcher on the front.
That's right. I was
Listen.
just going to say that. Get cow catcher.
Carlos.
And,
Yes.
did you see someone had a truck where they took a railroad rail and welded it to the bumper?
Yeah.
It is a bumper, right?
And it put
Carlos.
a sign on the front that says, I'm
All-
coming through.
Most of these riots, Carlos, are the same people. They
Yep.
fly them around.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many of them. They're professionals. They
No, I
fly
know,
them.
but-
They're professional. So there's just not enough of them to blanket the entire United States. They're lucky they can get enough of them to a cop shooting or something like that to make a little noise and set something on
Or
fire.
even a Biden campaign speech.
Oh,
He's not
God.
drawing much of a crowd, that poor guy.
Trump
Nobody that
was
shows
funny.
up to a Biden speech.
Trump was really funny today. He was talking about the Biden rally, and he was talking about the guy that makes the circles. Because if you look at a Biden rally, there's 20 circles with chairs in them. That's his rally, and half the chairs are empty. But Trump said,
well, you can hear it when they clap in the background. There is none.
But
It's like
Trump
a
said, those are the press. The only people he gets to his rallies are the reporters, his
Mhm.
biggest supporters. But Trump said, he says, that guy, we ought to hire him. He makes some really good circles, he says.
Did you see the zombie ad with Trump and the Biden Trump?
The zombie ad, yeah.
Okay, they're good. All right, so then who knows? I just might drive down to Florida and surprise everybody.
Yeah,
sort of.
you should.
I should.
You should.
Spend a week down there.
Oh, I'll be so happy when this election's over with. You know why? Because COVID's going to go away the next day.
Do you know that there are states that are allowing mail-in votes to be counted up to 7 days after election?
Yeah.
But here's what I think. I mean, I hate to be a party pooper for the Democrats, but I have a funny feeling that the victory on election night will be so decisive that if every uncounted mail-in vote was a Democrat, it still wouldn't be enough. So I don't think, I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. And I think that's what's got to happen. Or else we are going to have four more years of court battles over every single disputed mail-in vote. There'll be a separate legal case. It'd be crazy.
This is the first year I actually requested a mail-in ballot. However, I will be filling it out and dropping it in here in Florida at the early voting site.
Yep.
And Saturday is the last day, I think, in St. Johns County. And it might be doing Sunday, but on Saturday I plan on dropping my mail-in ballot in a special box at an early voting center, so it doesn't go through the mail at all.
Made sure.
No, I
it's
wouldn't
in
put it
the
through the
same
mail. I
county,
would definitely,
too.
just don't put it in the mail.
I'm voting in person.
Yeah, I went and voted early voting in person. I went in. There was no line. It was early in the morning, and I just walked right through and
There's a reason I haven't done that.
got it over with.
Carlos,
And I may go 4 or 5 more times before.
Oh, I
election
have a
day.
story for Ed that he might find interesting, but silly. Ed, guess what? I read an email today. My license has been suspended since September 21st. Not suspended. Not suspended. No. What's the word? Expired.
Inspired.
Just like
Expired.
you, Ed.
You're
Yeah.
expired, see?
Yeah, but I did it on the line, and I had my license in 5 minutes, a whole copy that I could write down until I get the paper one. But I didn't realize I'm driving around with expired license. Anyway, did you read what's his name?
No, we didn't.
Ken. Ken said that I think it was Ken. There's more concealed license permits being issued than driver's licenses. In Florida.
That's been going on for a while now.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, here around where I'm at in St. Augustine, you see these trucks going around and all that with flags are flying, Trump 2020, MAGA, all that. And there's actually, and I have not seen one of these for Biden, there's a place where they got a cool looking like army truck, and then they're selling all this Trump gear, hats, t-shirts, flags, all this stuff right on a major thoroughway, and they're like there every day.
Mitch, how long is a concealed license good for in Florida?
In Florida? Oh, I don't know, 7, 8 years.
Okay, Tim Robinson was asking. Okay.
Yeah, 7 or 8 years. It's been.
I can't believe they gave my
7 years.
son
I think
one.
it's 7. They gave me one. Oh yeah.
He gave my son one. I wouldn't give him a pellet gun.
I like. I open carry that Stingray says in Oklahoma. I like that. I like the idea.
Yeah.
He sends me a picture
carry.
of a clip with like 20 bullets coming out of a 9mm pistol. I'm like, what the hell do you need all that for, you crazy person?
Well, if you're not a good shot, you might need 20. So,
I guess.
I just need one.
Yep. 5 years
That's
in Colorado.
mighty confident of you there, Ed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've had a carry permit ever for as long as I can remember. I'm on my fourth renewal already of that thing, and I think it's 7 years.
Where are you at, Ken? Where's Ken Hoffbauer at? He must be in Florida.
Yeah, he says it might be. A lot of guys are in Florida.
I think I need to move out of New York.
Pondon Moore, how you doing, guy? How you?
He's
doing?
here.
It's
It's time to leave.
Yep. Move to
Agent
Tennessee.
K's making fun of us. If I got into the Democrats line. They give you a different ballot if you're a Republican or a Democrat. You know that.
Is that a fact? Really?
Yeah, they do. They have. If you're a Republican, you get a ballot. Yeah, you get a ballot with all the Republicans' names first. If you're a Democrat, you get a ballot with all the Democrats. If you're a registered Democrat, they actually do that. Yeah.
Oh, and also the Democrat one, they give you a crayon too.
They give you a lollipop so you can on the way out. Yeah. Just like they give the kids in the dog.
They give you a lollipop.
It's a special kind of lollipops that you get at the hospital.
Yeah.
Ed, Highway 210, does that mean anything to you?
My mom loved those when she was in the hospice.
Ken says he lives off Highway 210. Where?
Oh.
But he's not there now. I don't know where 210 is.
I don't know where 210 is.
210 at 20?
Well,
it's
too early in the morning for me. I'm usually asleep at 210, but.
You're like a 420. Ed.
1410, I am awake and hopefully already home from work. But
Tim, thanks for coming in, buddy. Good to see you again. And don't be a stranger.
Good to see it. Yeah, don't forget to come over to my show on Saturday.
Ken, that just
quick. Shameless plug. Art's plugging his show.
Ed, you okay?
No, I'm thinking about the 210 thing.
I guess you'll give us.
See, there's an exit north of World Golf Village, and I just got my numbers mixed up, but I guess it's 210. And I used to take.
Oh, okay. So he's just south of you.
North. World Golf Village is north of me.
Oh, I'm thinking of LPGA golf thing. That's down in Daytona.
Yeah, that's more Daytona.
Exit 329? Does that mean anything?
Can exit 329? That's way up north.
I can't count those numbers. I don't know what exit is.
Ed's got to take his clothes off to count to 21.
About 127.
210. I mean, they have accidents up there all the time.
You can actually count to 23 that way.
Ken, I remember when you used to get off at 210, off of 95, and there wasn't crap all the way to the river. It was just all hunting camps and stuff like that. I used to go sailing in my Hobie Cat in Piccolata all the time.
He says his
Oh,
address is in
All
St.
built up.
Ed.
Oh,
His
okay.
address is in St. Augustine, but
But he's between Jack, so
in
he's
reality,
close to you. He's real
Oh,
close
he's
to
in
you.
Jackson, St. Augustine.
He's real close
Cool.
to you, man.
He is very
Cool.
close to me.
Arctic
Yeah.
Ice Squad. He's in Norway. Wow, cool. Welcome to the
How
show.
you doing, my friend? Welcome to the show. Tonight we're getting a little political, so we apologize if we offend anybody.
My
We are
godfather was
equally
no
we are equal opportunity offenders.
offenders.
However.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
We'll offend anybody and everybody.
My fault.
Yeah, I
that's
was
what I
thoroughly I was so thoroughly disgusted after watching the morning news
Oh.
and hearing
why
hearing
is that?
hearing and hearing about Cuomo, the governor, blaming Trump for COVID.
I dislike
saying
that
it didn't,
guy.
it did,
Oh, I
saying
dislike
it didn't.
It
He
came
said
from
it didn't
Europe.
come from China. It came from Europe. Yeah, this is the guy who Trump went so far out of his way and spent so many billions of dollars to set New York up so they could weather this thing with all those extra hospitals and hospital ships and everything else.
Yep.
Who are these people? Do they who the hell takes and then he goes on The View,
Oh, yeah.
a show where I personally go every day to find out what's really going on.
You mean you don't do the Inquirer?
You are no. There's
Archie?
two shows I go from where I know I'm going to get the real deal. One of them is The View, and the other is called The Real. Have you heard of?
Never
Have you
heard of
seen
it.
that show,
Not
The Real? The
I heard
Real.
Joy Behar bugs the crap out of me. I want to smack her.
Joy
too.
Behar, yeah, all the people on that
Yeah.
View show, but they have a show called The Real. They have the balls to call this show The Real. It is a bunch of fat women of
Broads.
various colors sitting around. We're done.
Whining, bitching, and moaning.
Yeah, about everything. Yeah, especially white men. Yeah, we're done, man. If it keeps up like this, we're
They
done.
should change the name to Karen.
Whoopi Goldberg's not even Jewish. You know, that's what kills me.
Yeah.
She is Jewish as Sammy Davis.
Well, at least Sammy Davis did it officially. You know,
Oh, she did. Oh,
he actually
Whoop-
converted. Goldberg,
Yeah,
she just
Whoopi
picked the name.
Goldberg's
She just
not
thought it
even her
sounded.
real-
She just
it's
thought
not
it sounded
even
make
her
her sound
real
Jewish,
name. It's a,
like Saul Goodman. Better Call Saul.
yeah.
Saul Goodman. Remember, if you ever watched Breaking Bad, the character Saul Goodman, his name was Jimmy McGill. He was an Irishman.
Mm-hmm.
But his
Look at what drone pool said.
Nancy Pelosi has a kind face. The guy, yeah, it's true. You can't tell what Nancy Pelosi really looks like.
Well,
Was it Phyllis Diller that said, "I want to have facelifts till my ears meet"? I think it was Phyllis Diller.
it's not her.
Or
It's
Joan
Rivers.
Joan Rivers said that. I want to have facelifts till my ears meet. Yeah,
She
well,
was
Nancy
funny.
Pelosi.
Luis has joined you from Portugal.
Mr. Baduga,
Oh.
FPV.
Oh, Baduga, how you doing, Louis? Good to see you, man.
Baduga.
Baduga, Luis.
There's a story to that. I'm not sure what it is. That name.
Karen's, yeah, Bondamore. Karen's. Can you imagine having it being a girl named Karen these days? Oh, that would be
Oh,
horrible.
boy. Yeah. Kind of like what I had to deal with art.
Why?
Art's
Art's
Arthur? Art's okay.
Art's
Art
okay.
and fart? Art the fart? Is that it? Okay.
Well, think about Mitch. What does that rhyme with?
He's a switch.
Snitch.
I put
Yeah,
up with,
but you're the wrong sex, man.
I put up with that. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're such a bitch, Mitch.
And more. And more. You know,
And then we
I
got
told
Not for
you.
nothing, Mitch. You are in rare form today. Did you take something? Did you not take something?
You know, I don't know whether to apologize or whether you guys, or whether
Oh,
this
I
is
don't find.
entertaining
I
or
don't.
not.
I think it's. I don't think it's a bad thing, but just rare form today. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. My ears certainly bricked up when Mitch said, fuck you all.
Hey, listen, I'm wondering if I'll get a lot of action on the replay of this. When people see 10 thumbs down, they say, Jesus, what the hell did he do? They're going to have to watch to find out.
You know, when I did my Halloween video where you just see the floating head, I got like 6 thumbs down. I'm like, oh,
All right.
really?
So, Mitch, what you'll have to do, what is the title of this live stream?
Old Guy and Friends. Even that's a stretch. I have no friends.
Well,
That's
I'm
a hard
just
in
saying,
yourself there,
okay, you might modify the title, and because you can do that after the stream changes.
No, you could put old guy and friends and Dems, DEMS.
Oh, no.
Well, and maybe throw a few hashtags in there, you know?
Yeah. Watch. I'll change the title to Watch Mitch Piss Off the Democrats.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was wearing my T-shirt all day today that says,
Hey, Ken, see you later. Ken Hoffbauer is leaving.
oh, okay, Ken. Good to see you, man.
Oh.
Thanks for coming in.
Have a good day.
Thanks for coming in,
At
buddy.
some point, I might have to introduce you to FPV, okay? So let's just think about a good spot.
Does he know where you
guys
are?
are
Ed?
right there.
You
You're
have
right
any
next
idea
to
where
each
you
other.
are?
I can't bring anybody here.
Can you? But I mean, in the area.
Yeah, no, he might know a great spot there I don't know about.
Cool.
I don't even know what he flies. I think he's a camera guy, but there's nothing wrong with him.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I know, that's what I mean. Well, I mean, I would be more inclined to have a nice camera bird if I ever got away from the house.
Well, he flies both, Ed. He goes
Oh,
both.
okay.
very cool.
Good
Ken.
deal.
So
Yeah, get out there with him.
he's a buy.
Well, he may
Yeah,
know a very
buy
cool
flyer.
spot. See,
A buy flyer.
I am weird
He
like
swings
this
both
because
ways.
I feel so comfortable flying at my yard, and I always feel weird when I go to a strange place.
Why?
But I think if I went to a strange place and there was somebody else there with me, I would be more inclined to, I'd feel more comfortable. That's all.
So you can see you can have somebody see where you crashed the drone, other than yourself in the goggles, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Ray
with,
Kelly says to call it Babes and Bikinis, and I'll get 100,000. Especially if I put a hot-looking thumbnail up there.
There
Yeah,
you go.
right.
Yeah. Rick Halber, thank
Don't
you very
have
much,
any
my
of our
friend.
pictures up there.
Hey, man, thank you, Rick. Maybe I should do this more often.
There you go.
This may be my calling to come on and just like Dennis Miller. He made his whole career on ranting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so
Hello,
much, Rick. I
buddy.
appreciate that.
Oh, I saw Dennis. First time I saw Dennis Miller was 1986 at the Rainbow Music Hall. They had it was a benefit show for one of the comedians who got run over by a train, and they had Dennis Miller.
Time out, Art. Time out. He got run over by a train?
Yep.
How do you get run over by a train?
Because you want to.
And not be a moron. Let me add that to the.
He got into the train before the door
it's
opened.
more like mental illness fueled with cocaine and alcohol.
And he was a comedian.
Yep. And he
Wow.
heard voices.
That's
Wow.
schizophrenia.
Yep. Yeah, and it ran in his family. His father was the weatherman on the local TV
Thanks, Ed.
station. Yep. So, so we had Dennis Miller, Louis Anderson, Jeff Cesario, Ross Bennett, Roseanne Barr. Oh, and the headliner was Robin Williams.
No shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were involved in that? You were a comedian in
No,
that?
I was in the audience. I
Oh.
paid for a ticket to, did my part to help out. went to the
He was
party
picking up some
after the
tips and
show,
tricks.
and got to meet everybody but Robin. Robin was the only one that didn't show up to the party.
Yeah, I like Dennis Miller though. I've always liked his comedy.
Yeah, I
And
like him.
to his credit, he's a strong conservative.
Well,
Good for him.
Back then, he was an anti-gun nut.
Really, shows you
Yep.
there's hope for people. Shows you there is hope for people.
No,
Yeah.
see, here's the other thing. I meant to say this earlier is that, like college students and all that, they start out all being lefty, like socialist, communism people because, oh, yeah, let's just all live together as one.
Yeah.
Until
Oh,
they
my, yeah.
graduate from college and they start making money, and I'm like, wait a minute, all this socialist crap is taking all my money I work hard for.
You know
And
the
then they
old saying.
become Republicans.
You know the old saying, Ed. They say if you're young, and you're not a liberal, you have no heart. When you get older and you're not a conservative, you have no brains.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't heard that one, but I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think all these people that are worried about the Black Lives Matter should bring one home, take care of them for a while, and see how they see how things turn.
Well,
but they're not willing to do that. They're just
interestingly
willing to
enough,
go out there and make
Interestingly
noise.
enough, Carlos, the Amy Coney Barrett, who took two of them home, was vilified by these same people who
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
are
You can't win.
Yeah, she's a
the
colonialist.
bastions of compassion and morality. Yeah. Until you disagree with them, then they beat you over the head with a 2x4.
They didn't have, except that stupid, ignorant person from Hawaii.
Oh, Hazy.
yeah.
Maisie, what's her name? Maisie Hirono. Yeah. Oh, she is a with a capital C, guys.
Anyway, for the most part, I mean, you think about what was the last Supreme? Kavanaugh. I mean, they roasted the hell out of Kavanaugh,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't think they dared do it.
No,
So
they couldn't do
hard
it to
with
her.
Amy
They
was
couldn't.
too smart and she was clean. They had nothing against
Not
her.
just that,
Nothing.
but that was the most brilliant pick.
She'll make them look
From
foolish.
Trump.
But she'll
Yeah.
make them look foolish arguing
Trump
with her.
picked somebody that he knew they wouldn't dare, not this close to an election,
Yep.
trash a white,
They tried,
a religious
though. They
white
sure did
woman.
try.
Well, no, they really didn't trash her.
Yeah, they took it pretty
They
easy.
tried to create the illusion that if she was confirmed, there would be no more health care.
Healthcare, abortion
and
rights.
abortion.
Yeah, and that's
Gun
yeah,
laws,
but that
this,
wasn't
that.
really a personal attack on her. They
said because she's has religious beliefs, it's going to.
well, that's not the kind of personal attack like they did with Kavanaugh, where they had some lying bitch come up there and claim that she thinks that he might have molested her.
Whatever
in
happened
college,
to that
but she doesn't
lady?
quite
and that
remember.
whole-
Nothing ever happens to those people that
No.
lie.
But
Nothing
was there
ever
anything
happens to those
established of any truth to that lady, or?
Yeah,
or this-
it was established that she lied,
She
and
lied.
it was it was a
Okay.
big setup. Yeah, it was
So
a
she
huge
did
setup.
lie.
The whole thing, everything they do.
No,
is
but
a
I mean, but
setup.
it was
virtually
it was
everything.
proven to be a lie. What the lady was.
It's just like
Everything is a setup.
think-
Every
think back-
accusation they make against most conservatives, virtually every accusation is a complete setup hoax.
think
At least
back
it has
to
been in
Herman
the past few
Cain.
years.
Quick
Think
hello to
back
Miss Southern
Herman
Belle, guys.
Cain
Yeah.
in, what was it, 2008?
Merry Christmas.
Look at Clarence. Look at Clarence Thomas. Look what they did to
Oh,
him
yeah.
way back then. And
About
Bork. Holy
Bork,
mackerel!
I was just going to say
Holy
that. Yeah,
God.
that's where it all started when with Bork, and they finally, he dropped out, and then they, who was that? Estrada, was he another one that Bush tried to put through, and he just finally said, "I had enough. I'm done."
But you know what? When Sotomayor and what's her face, the two
Oh,
libs,
Kagan.
Kagan, there was none of that from the Republicans. None
No.
of it. Not any of it. They gave them respect. They asked them questions. there was no slandering, there was no character assassination, and a lot of Republicans actually voted for them. Mm-hmm. Why can't we get the same? Why can't we get the same treatment? Why does it always have to be 100% of the Democrats voting as a bloc? Mm-hmm. Are there none of those people? Are they so afraid of breaking the party line? Is there nobody? Are we that divided? Are we that divided that mm-hmm. none of those people can even meet in the middle anymore?
You know why
it has to be that kind of exchange. And whatever happened to? And what about Susan Collins, who voted against the nomination? Who's a Republican?
Well, she's in a very liberal state, and she's fighting for her career right now.
Well, good. I hope they all lose their career. I think, man, if they term limits on Congress, 2 years in your, I'd go home and earn a living.
I've been saying that forever. You know, they get health benefits for the rest of their lives after they serve.
They get everything. Their retirements are huge,
but only after 2 years.
Yeah. No wonder they all want to be congressmen. I knew a guy when I was in a computer business in one of the counties here that he made his living being on the school board. Mm-hmm. That was how he made $30,000 a year being a school board member, and that was that. And he had nothing. He had no money. He became the chairman of the school board, but that's what he did for a living, and he had no other way to make a living. And he was not an honest guy either. Look. I can tell you because I had to pay off some of these guys or I didn't do business.
Let's talk about the mercury and the amounts of mercury that are in the tuna fish. That's Miss Bell's. Southern Bell's.
What the hell?
Suggestion.
Let's talk about tuna. Miss Southern Bell.
Well, they say you shouldn't eat it more than once or twice a week because you're.
I am a Southern Belle. I eat a lot of tuna fish. So, vote Tramp. He makes some good VTX. Yeah, Baduga. There you go. Immersion RC. Immersion RC.
To respond to the View Chaser, I have substituted. Now we are a drone channel because this is video from a drone. So there you go. You're a drone chaser.
Now, Sunday night on the FPV workshop show, we'll be doing drones. Hopefully, we'll be getting Chris's drone ready to go. He'll get that all finished setting up. And I do believe that next Thursday night, I'm gonna turn this into another FPV workshop. So I'm gonna do 2 of them a week instead of this show. And if I want to rant, I'll rant on the FPV workshop.
Post-election review.
I'm very pleased with this run. By the way, I thought this was a great run.
Well, Ed, if you're going to do it, I may as well make it big, so people can see it. There you go, everybody. This is Ed.
Mitch, if I put my FXT goggles on auto and turn that quad on, you think it'll pick it up? I don't have to go into anything on Betaflight?
I don't know. Who knows? You can only try.
And then if it doesn't, what's the next step? As far as what do you suggest? A new pair of goggles?
Well, I would hook the quad up to Betaflight, turn it on, turn the goggles on, and then try different settings until you get what you want.
And that would be in the camera settings under.
It would be in the VTX tab. Right. There's a setting that says PAL or NTSC. Try changing that. See if it changes the display.
Gotcha.
And you'll see what happens. Whenever I lay out the displays in analog, I always have the drone powered up and have the monitor on. So when I put the element where I wanted, I can actually look and see where it actually turned up.
Right. No,
sometimes they'll be off the bottom of the screen. Sometimes they won't.
I'm going to shoot for NTSC. More?
Are you doing it now?
No. I'll do it before Sunday. If I don't figure it out, then I'll put it on for Sunday. I don't have any batteries charged for that.
Good deal. I did have art. I had one other Halloweenish thing here. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I have something like that.
Hold on a second here. Image and.
Thanks, bud.
Go ahead, guys, talk. You always want to talk when I'm talking. Now I'm letting you talk.
Ed, you're allowed to talk. No, I'm looking for something.
I'm just mesmerized by my amazing flying skills right this moment.
Oh, Ed. The humility.
What's the word? Yeah, so humble.
The humility.
Love it.
Well, no, it's like
Man. You know, I love you guys. I couldn't give up on YouTube, man, and not have these get-togethers with you guys.
I agree.
You know,
we've missed each other.
it was my first pack, and I didn't crash, Mitch. I had a couple bumps, but look at this. Watch. Wow, right through that little square.
Wow. You did good that flight, Ed, for sure.
And then the second flight, the flight after this one, Mitch, I wound up on the roof. So I hear I do a couple touch and goes before I actually land.
There we go. How about that? Oops, that's
Frankie.
I didn't want to put that in front of my thing there. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's try something. I mean, why did I put it in there? Hold on.
I don't know. Why did you put it?
I don't know, but that was not the place for it. So let's get rid of it there.
Art, you probably know the answer. Who was the girl that said something about Chicken of the Sea? She's a singer or somebody like that. What's her name? I didn't know they had chickens in the ocean or they could swim. What's the name of this? Nobody knows.
Oh, that's
I don't.
Sun-kissed tuna.
Yeah, no, I know, but she made a comment about something like. Hold on, I'm going to ask my wife. She.
Well, I figured out how to save a lot of money for Halloween when the kids come by.
Jessica Simpson. That's the one that said, I didn't know they had chickens in the ocean.
I take a bag of M&Ms and I hand out one M&M to each kid.
It's cheaper for me to give kids $1 than to go out and buy candy. That's how many kids I have.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Another way that you know that junk drawer you have with all the condiments in there, give those to the kids. They love teriyaki sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, Arby's sauce.
I kid you not. It's cheaper to if I get 5 or 6 kids.
King.
That's a lot.
Man, I don't advertise at all. I don't want nobody coming up to my door.
Well,
there we go, Art. There you go. Is that Halloweenish enough for you?
Cool.
How's that?
Let's do the monster mash.
Wait. I could actually lower him down a little bit, and then I could actually take Spank and set Spank on his shoulder. There we go. What do you think of that?
There you go.
That looks good. Can you put him on your other side and have him look at Spank on the other shoulder? Like he's
I think it
looking
looks
away
pretty
from
cool.
Spank.
I think it looks pretty well. I can move Spank over to his other shoulder, but then his feet would be kind of off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then I could then I'd be in front of him.
No, that's not good. You had a good
he was better off over on the other side of his shoulder.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So we got the whole family in the picture.
I've got an owl, right?
Hey, Mitch, you can put that gift that your kids gave you, the
Hootie,
what do they call that little troll with the grass? Make your grass great again?
Oh,
yeah, I think now that your neighbors have the other stuff out.
The Donald Trump.
There you go.
Lawn.
Hey, what does it say? Make your grass great again?
It says make your garden great again.
Oh, you make your garden great
again. There you go. That's pretty cool. I like that.
They want to know who's Artco. Artco is Art.
Who's Artco?
It's moi.
Joe Baylock. 5 years ago, I put out a bowl of candy. Yep, they took the whole bowl.
What blonde lady? What blonde lady are you talking about, Miss Southern Belle? Or is that you?
Out there in California.
Who is
sexy blonde lady? Miss Southern Belle wants to know. What sexy blonde lady?
That's what I was wondering.
There's a few sexy blonde ladies out there, but I'm not sure who she's asking about in particular.
Got a picture to share, Mitch. I think you'll like.
Okay. Is it?
But four-eyed king, he puts out Taco Bell hot sauce on the front porch.
Yeah. Speaking of hot sauce, did you see that video that Dan Drone Worship put out with the two drone flyers eating the hot potato chips and trying to fly the drones and while they're flying?
Lance did okay. The other guy, he almost had to go to emergency room.
I mean, you can't. Who thinks this shit up? Hey guys, I got an idea for a YouTube video. Here's what we're going to do. You guys get your expensive FPV drones, and we'll give you these hot potato chips that'll make you cry and puke. And you fly your expensive FPV drones and crash into cars and people in the parking lot because your eyes swell shut.
You can't see.
Isn't that a great idea?
Well, again,
leave it to Dan.
All right.
And hey, they volunteered.
Yeah. Okay, show my picture.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Okay, here it goes. Trump worked there.
Yeah, I did a video. Trump.
I know. I saw your video. Yeah. I saw
made
that.
With deplorable goodness.
Hey, Art, you got a marketing idea there.
Yep.
The Trump line of foods.
Well, it's like Dan has letter tater chips, and
I
then
know.
Kraka FPV has, what does it say? But it looks like Lance Crackers, and his name is actually Lance. But I can't remember what it says, but it's funny as hell. You see it on Roland's channel.
My favorite.
I see Ray Kelly. Ray Kelly had to leave. I missed that. Anyway, you're still here. If you're still here, Ray, take care. What's that?
Oh, he left? Baduga's logo.
Yeah, Ray left.
The best one.
Oh, yeah, you left 743. He said that.
What's the name of the
my logo? My logo is the best one.
Well, I don't know about that. Kind of looks like you, but nah. Actually, it doesn't look like you. Right, Ed?
Personality-wise, I think it probably does.
Oh, that's What's the name of that character?
It's the old get off.
Walter.
I have that get off my lawn personality.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
See the resemblance? You see the resemblance?
Walter.
I do. Other than the beard, maybe you should put a little goatee on.
I mean, the hairline. Look, wait.
Yeah.
Look at the hairline. Okay, hold on a second here. We will.
Yeah, but I've never seen you
here,
scowl.
See the hairline.
Yeah.
Look, same deal, man. Look.
I have seen you scowl before, Mitch, but never to that degree. I don't think your eyebrows have it in them.
No. This is great. These are the two things I have on my table here. My two dolls.
Well, don't make
them. Here's mine. I got my Ken doll here.
Yeah, we do. You know what art does? Focus. There you go. What art does to me, guys.
While he's waiting in the back room
on Sunday when he's in the green room while I'm trying to get the show started. I see this and I crack up. That and I get his.
I like that. He always starts those.
Yeah, I do.
Welcome. Yeah.
Sometimes I want to strangle you.
Stop
trying to sound like a professional radio personality.
I could just see him greeting.
I got news for you, man. This is not professional show business. This is about as far from professional show business as you can get. Even though we all have these ridiculous studios that we've built.
Boys and their toys. What do girls do? What kind of toys do girls use? Do they accessorize with jewelry?
They have battery, double A, double D.
You know why girls don't have quads? Because you can't accessorize them. You can't put stuff like earrings on them and things.
You can make guys are blinging up. They can blinging up quads now.
High heels on a quad.
Women have their toys too, but ours are way cooler, Miss
Oh, she has a GI Joe. All right.
Yeah. Ken
It's
action figure.
It's a Ken doll, but because it's a male doll, we call it.
Oh
action.
man, who said
I've
that?
got a Ken
Or I
doll.
Canine says Walter looks like Joe Biden. I didn't realize that. But
Yep, he does.
A little bit.
I see. Yep.
Nah, I think he looks more like you.
That's when he's thinking about Trump.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. The dumbest that him running. Whose brilliant idea was that? to put him up with of all the Democrat men and women in this country that to run for president. What genius had a stroke and decided we need to have Joe Biden? Surely they know all about this guy. Anybody that's been in politics with him.
That's so he can be manipulated by the most left
Yeah,
hand.
he's just a puppet.
Yeah, for Kamala Harris.
Well, but you see, if they think that, then they don't know Joe Biden real well. Because Joe Biden, if you watch, especially when he gets angry, his true personality comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Come
he's
on,
not a guy.
man.
He's not a guy that is going to let anybody push him around if he gets his hands on a little power. He is not.
I mean, it's like just like the first presidential debate, which was a farce, but because Biden was saying such ridiculous shit, if I was Trump, I wouldn't be able to shut up either. I'd say, "Wait a minute, you idiot!" So anyway, Biden got irritating. He called Trump an idiot. He called him a moron
Come on, man.
Call him a
Come on, man.
Come on, man. I'll beat him like a drum, he said. It's pathetic. But he's a tough guy. He's always played the tough guy. And I have a funny feeling that whoever thinks that he's going to be, if he should, which I don't think he will, but somehow get in power, they're going to have to Article 25 him to get him out of there. He's not going to just stand aside. If he gets his ass in that chair in the Oval Office, he's going to become tough guy Joe again. At least I think so. But what do I know?
Did you hear?
Kamala's going to kill him and become a woman the next president. That's what's going to happen.
View Chaser, see you on Sunday, man. Sometimes you just
right,
gotta get it out of your system.
You know, hey, to put politics in a humorous mode, there's a movie I saw a long time ago. And I think the name of the movie is just Dave. I think that's the name. It's got Sigourney Weaver in it.
Yeah.
And
Dave. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Dave.
The president is a jackass, and he has a coronary or whatever.
And his lookalike takes over.
His lookalike.
Yeah.
It's a very cute movie.
Yeah, it is. I liked it. Hey, Mitch, you know.
See ya. I know my phone just went ding too. So Ken Aaron's calling you, Art. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute, buddy. I didn't even get the sound.
All right, you have to have one finger. You have to have one finger.
Here it is.
On the leave button.
Okay.
Now you got to.
All right, one more time. Okay, Art. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oops. Oh,
I didn't realize it was already that late. That was
this is my other favorite. Here's my other favorite button. Meh.
I like the one that goes, damn.
Where's that one? Here it is. Damn. Yeah, that's a good one. My favorite all-time button is this one.
El Capone, I don't know how well.
No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
Oh man. Hey Kay, thank you, man. We're trying to be a riot tonight. What'd you say, Ed? I'm sorry, my lawyer interrupted you there.
No, I was just saying I sent you a video clip from my exit, but maybe it didn't come out too well. Not a video clip, but an audio clip.
He must have sent you something emailed to play while he leaves or comes.
Oh, okay. I'll look for it right now.
That was a while ago, though.
Oh, no, I don't think I got that. Or maybe I didn't know what it was.
It's just the sound of me hitting the pipe rack with the bird.
Oh,
The elk.
Joe Blaylock. Joe Blaylock says he remembers when Ken's show only had 26 watching. Yeah, man. I'll never be a Ken Hearn. I don't want to be. I don't.
Thing, Mitch. Okay, when I first came in, or I opened the regular YouTube thing first, and you're whining and crying about 5 minutes in that, oh, nobody's here. What the hell? And I'm like, well, it takes me 10 minutes before anybody says that. I don't know what you were crying about.
He has like 10 waiting before he even starts, right, Ed?
No, I don't. That's just it. I go into some of these other guys' shows, and I won't mention any names, but I say to myself, can my show be worse than their show? And yet they have 20 people waiting before it starts. I don't get it, but
it's a click. Got to be a click thing, or it's more GPS compared to FPV. It's different.
It might be whatever. At any rate,
But this is a fun stream, no matter what you call it. It's fun. As far as
if it stops being fun, I'm going to stop doing it. And
then what's the point?
I really didn't feel like I was going to have any fun tonight, but I earned 10 thumbs down tonight.
Are we still at 10? Let me see.
I think
it really wasn't easy to get 10 thumbs, but I got 27 up, so that's okay. Good deal.
I mean, you add the two together, and what do you got?
Yeah, I got a lot of interaction. Yeah. I get 100 and some 120, 130, 40 views when all is done on these things. No big deal.
That just shows you are a better man than me, because I never.
But it's fun. But it's fun. We had a good time. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go relax and smoke a cigar. But I did get a few things off my chest tonight, which
feel better.
Which is funny.
I mean, I'm
gonna go back and cut that one, my big line from tonight. You all know what that was. I'm gonna actually cut that out and make a little video clip out of it and insert it in every once in a while here and there.
All right, man. Hey, take it easy, man.
All right, guys. I will. If I don't see you before Sunday, I'll see you then.
Yes. Ed, send me some kind of message on Messenger.
Okay, will do.
All right. Take care, Mitch.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody in the stream.
You
good
too,
night,
buddy.
Ed.
Thanks for coming in, guys. We had a good old time. Appreciate it. Oh, right. It's just me, Frankenstein, and Spank, the monkey, left. Oh, man. All that wears me out. We get a little music. Where's my music? Oh, it's between songs. Come on. There we go. That's some nice exit music. Guys, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate everybody being here, and thanks for putting up with this tonight. This was kind of a eclectic show, to say the least. Didn't talk much about drones, but sometimes you just need to get it off your chest. So thanks for listening to me. Thanks for putting up with everything. Carlos, Rick Halber, Hot Rod, Pond and Moore, Steve Mack, Joe Blaylock, Luis Paduga. Thank you, my friend. Agent K. And bye. Wrong show, but thanks anyway. Four-Eyed Canine, thanks for being here. Rick Halber, thanks for being here, buddy. And thank you all for all the super chats. I really appreciate that. That was above and beyond tonight. Maybe I ought to get more thumbs down. Miss Southern Belle, hey, thanks for coming in, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for participating. Ed, love my drones. Thanks for being on the panel. Art, thanks for being on the panel. And I think that takes care of most of the recent people. Ray Kelly was here. Appreciated him coming in. And anybody that I missed, the View Chaser. You guys, I appreciate it. And I will see you all Sunday. And I promise we'll talk about drones on Sunday. So, with that being said, listen to some of this good music that old people like me like. And turn it over to my trusty sidekick, Spank, the monkey. Let him say goodnight. We'll see you next time.